All right, well, that brings us to the end of the day. Just a couple of quick thoughts, and then we'll go. I believe the reception's right outside too, correct? So you'll know where to go. Just a couple thoughts for you as you go today. First is, I think if there's a theme through all of the speakers, it's that analytics is obviously, as everyone here knows, becoming even more important in organizations today. So all of you have a very important role to play. And so what we hope is that today you picked up at least a couple of things that you can go back to your companies with, either that you can act on or that you can tell someone else that you think that they can act on to help you do a little bit better. The speakers covered a range of topics. We heard about AI. We heard about some organizational issues. We heard about education, et cetera. And hopefully, again, there was a spectrum there that you're able to relate to. I also wanted to mention there were a number of organizations here for the first time that had not participated with IA in the past, so we want to welcome you. One of the cool parts about IA's model is the bigger the community gets, the better it gets as well. There's more organizations with more viewpoints all adding to the mix. So, thanks to all of you who obviously have come before, but also welcome to the new organizations, and there were quite a few of those. I want to thank the team, IIA. Everybody on the IIA team had to put a lot of work in to pull this off today. You can imagine just between logistics, the planning, and so forth. And so, real quick, for both the speakers and all the IIA people, let's just give a quick round of applause to everybody. And last, we want everybody who is an IA client to get the most of what they're paying for. And one thing I'll tell you is I'm virtually positive that most people in the room aren't making optimal use. We've got over 1,100 papers, research briefs, leading practice briefs, phone briefing transcripts in our library. We've added well over 100 this year so far. Make sure you're going out to your website with your log on and looking. Obviously, not all of those 120 some papers will be relevant to any given one of you, but I promise you that many of them will be for each of you. So you just got to take a look. We're on track for well over 30 public webinars, client-only phone briefings. We have several hundred companies and growing now in our maturity assessment database, and there's a lot of new research coming out of there. 60 blogs this year, 75% increase in the inquiries we've serviced. So there's a lot of stuff out there for you all, and it's just a matter of taking that little bit of time, maybe once every week or two. Make sure you read the newsletter, make sure you log on and just poke around and see what's there, because it's like everything. As more stuff comes out, something's going to shift down, and by the time it's on the second or third page, just like on a search, you may miss it. So with that, the last thing we wanted to do was say we hope we'll see all of you in the spring. We typically pick a date in the spring within about a 4 to 6 week window, depending on the venue and so forth. And I think we have a little video to introduce you to where we'll be in March 2019. So there you go. Mark your calendars, March 13th. It's a great place. It's IA's hometown. I think most of you would be aware of that. So it was really unusual. This week, I actually live in Atlanta. So everyone from IA was here in my hometown versus the countless times that I'm there in their hometown. So why don't you guys all join us in March? We'll be opening registration relatively shortly. You'll get an alert and everything. And again, we hope to see you all there and enjoy the happy hour. Thank you.